Welcome to another episode of Three's a Charm podcast. My name's Kanaya, and I have with me here today my lovely co-host,
Destiny.
Nikki.
Yeah, so thank y'all again for tuning in. I know it's been a little minute since the last episode, so what's everybody been up to? We've came into 2025 since the last episode, so yeah, what's everybody been up to? How we feel about this year?
Ooh. I don't even know how to feel about the year because it's been like so much stuff has been going on already in the beginning of the year. So it's like, is this how the year about to be?
Yeah.
Like, are we about to be in shambles every other week? Like, is that how it's going to be? So I guess you can say surviving, trying to figure out what's going to be the next thing because like that's what it is. Every other week something has happened in the U.S. So it's like,
That's been crazy.
Life, exactly. Just living life right now, honestly.
Yeah, and we only have, we still have 2 weeks left of the month. That's
Exactly.
crazy.
And time been going by fast.
Yeah.
It's just like it just was New Year's.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, shoot.
Happy New Year's.
How do you feel about the year? How's everything been?
Everything's been good. I'm excited. 2025. I'm turning 25 this year.
Yeah.
Our frontal lobe is going to be developed. So I'm excited about that. Same old same. Hopefully there is some more excitement this year. I like when there's chaos. So
Oh gosh.
Good kid.
I survive and I thrive in chaotic times. So looking forward to it.
I mean, it build your survival skills. It build your, I guess, just you in general, like build character in general.
But I don't like chaos now. But no, I'm excited for 2025 too. Like you said, turning 25.
Yes.
I feel like that's a pivotal year.
Quarter century.
Yeah, and you're
Quarter
close to like
century.
30 as you are to
Yes.
20. Like
Yes, right.
I'm grown. I'm gonna be 25, so
We all are. Aren't we?
the age gap for dating. There's no
Yes.
If it go
rules.
up,
I was about to ask
go
that.
up.
No, there's no rules. I'm 25.
What you mean?
If I come home
You can-
with Method Man and he 55, that's what's gonna be.
Oh, you mean for any age?
No rules.
How is
about
25?
No rules. Cause 25 just sounds like grown. Like
It really do.
I'm
does.
25.
Like
Like,
prime.
It
Like,
does,
you're
but the
prime.
age restriction's going at 25.
it's over. No rules.
No,
Nah, for
that's
real.
funny.
Sky's the limit.
25? Yeah, that's giving grown. I mean,
You're Pisces too, right?
Pisces?
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I am
Wait,
too.
we're both in March, aren't we?
Yep, we are. So, no exciting times, but I know we're filming this on MLK Day, so just kind of want to, I guess, share a little spotlight on, his impact and, where we are today versus then and, how we got here. So,
Yes.
anyone have any...
Happy Martin Luther King Day.
Happy Martin Luther King Day. Martin had a dream.
Sure did, King Day. No, but I mean, I feel like it's very significant, especially like growing up. We like my family, like we always like did these marches with the NCP. I think in Raleigh, and it was called like the Memorial March for MLK. And we used to do that all the time.
Right.
We used to get up, like 3 a.m. You gotta travel, gotta drive. Yeah, because I think it like started like 10 a.m. We'll be out there. I don't know. I really didn't know what I was doing, but
Yeah.
it's out there. you
Yeah.
know, with my people. But I've always been like, definitely want to shed light on the person who fought for us to have the right to vote, the person that wanted to stop end segregation and stuff like that. So very important for the Black community. And then we're about to go into we have 2 more weeks left of January. We're about to go into Black History Month. So it's always a good thing to shed light on Martin, no matter when you celebrate it, on his day, the week after,
Yeah.
the whole year.
Yeah, I always remember like the Friday going like over the weekend in school. They pulled out the TV. We watched Our Friend Martin. I love that
Our
movie.
friend Martin.
No, that it's the cartoon like movie. You guys ever seen Our Friend Martin?
I think I have seen it before.
I
I
don't
don't think I ever brought it out at
I
school.
about to say, yeah, I don't think so. I'm like, I don't
You
know
never
how much
watched
we...
Our Friend Martin. And then at the end, they like symbolized how he got like shot and everyone in the class got like super quiet at the end. Yeah.
No, I don't think we did that.
That's like
yeah.
too, because everyone say he was killed or he was
Died.
I think it's like his death certificate say like he died by a fire wound, but like I think like it was actually because he was suffocated, right? By the
That's
doctor.
what
Y'all
I've
never heard?
been
Y'all heard that,
seeing.
right?
Yeah, I've heard
been seeing that. But I don't know what's true, what's fake.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll unredact the file.
Never mind. But yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not. Y'all know it took forever. Like right after his death, it's like that's when they actually started to, make a petition to like have Dr. Martin Luther King like day, and it took forever. Like he died in 1968, and I think like it wasn't signed until like 1983 or something. But like it wasn't celebrated until like the 2000s by all 50 states in the U.S. until like the 2000s. So just imagine like they signed it, but it wasn't done until like 20 years later,
right.
Into actually like having like as a federal holiday
right.
observing. So
yeah, there was a lot of pushback. Like a lot of congressional like people and stuff didn't want it to be a holiday. And I mean, to be honest, when he died, it's like in the future you can revise history and make it seem like he was like universally loved when he was alive, but like that is not the case. Yeah.
And even just surprising to me, like some places don't even like I guess honor the day as a national holiday. Like some people are still working.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I've definitely heard of people like I'm working on MLK Day. I'm like, who?
No, my cousin went to a private Christian school in Ohio and they didn't have off for MLK Day.
What?
Oh my God.
But it's a federal holiday, like.
Yeah.
That's a fact that I don't get.
Yeah.
Are they all for like President's Day?
I don't know.
Oh,
I was a kid.
I bet they was.
I just remember as a kid, she still had school, and it was MLK Day, and I was like, "That's crazy."
Yeah.
But I have friends who like had work today too, still anyway. So I guess it just depends where you work or if they care. But I thought if it was like a bank holiday, then everything will like if the bank is closed, then the world needs to shut down.
Like Juneteenth though, I think like that's a national holiday now. But even people don't have like
off
have
for
off
that.
for it.
So.
We got off for that, so that's
Yeah,
all I care about.
So.
I mean, but like growing up too, even though like it's a holiday, we never had off. Like I feel like you always doing
Juneteenth?
something. No, for I mean like for
MLK Day?
yeah, MLK Day. Like growing up in a black household, I feel like you always was doing something. You was watching Martin, or you was watching like I Have a Dream speech on TV or something. Like it wasn't no sleep in the bed type of day. So, but yeah,
that's
happy MLK Day.
Just wanted to shed some light on that, and while we're talking about things to commemorate that, there's been some other stuff that's been in the news. So I know we've had this, I guess, TikTok shut down, not shut down. Like, what do y'all feel about that? Like, are y'all happy it's back, or were y'all scared, or what?
The thing that's so funny about TikTok is I never actually started using my TikTok, until we started posting for this channel, but like my own personal TikTok, I never actually started going on there until like 2 weeks ago, like leading up before the ban.
So let me
you
check to
wasn't,
see if I'm not missing anything.
No, like I didn't use it like all throughout the pandemic. I was like, this is another app that I don't feel like investing in, like putting my attention on, because I'm on Twitter so much. I'm like, I see all the same like trending viral reels on Twitter, then Instagram reels and YouTube shorts. So it's like you end up seeing them all anyway. But I like actually was like, damn, like I actually kind of like TikTok.
No, I love TikTok.
But like I really don't I don't understand, and I've been seeing people say that even though they brought it back, there's been like a change in the algorithm. Like it's not how it was like before it was banned. Like if you try to type in certain like phrases, it's like redacted, or they say it's misinformation. So I wonder if I don't know if it was secretly bought behind the scenes or like
Oh, yeah.
what you know what I'm
For
saying
sure.
or like
I think
what
what they were
is
negotiating
happening.
was like a 50% ownership for like the U.S. But like you said, I did see the same post about some of the words or keywords not being able. So I feel like maybe there's some type of censorship that maybe they added.
That's what I feel
in the
like.
terms that maybe we probably didn't
Don't
have to
know.
agree on. They just like said, "Welcome back."
Exactly.
So,
Mhm.
which is interesting.
I definitely think so. Like my TikTok really like never like went black
Mm-hmm.
for real. Like
Oh, really?
I think like it was like towards like 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Like my screen, like I could still see videos,
Mm-hmm.
and like I couldn't. It would like load, but then I was like no internet connection.
Right.
And then like my sister came in my room and she was like, my TikTok, like it popped up, the message popped up on her screen like TikTok is gone. So I'm like maybe
Mine said no internet connection, too.
because like you know have like our time zone in the U.S. like we have different time zone. Maybe I'm like maybe somewhere else they already shut it down.
Mm-hmm.
But like throughout the night, I mean, I really wasn't like I could see like certain stuff that I already had seen, but like it hadn't like went down.
Right.
So like the next day, which was Sunday, like I went on it. It was back up that morning. So I was like, I didn't really feel the way
Yeah.
because it wasn't a true like blackout like they
Yeah.
said. Like we didn't have like our actual scare. Like
yeah, because some people they were saying like they were downloading like all their old videos.
I did too.
Oh, you
Oh,
did?
yes.
Oh,
I'm like,
dang. Yeah.
Wait, downloading like the reels you already saw or like stuff you posted?
no stuff. I mean, stuff that we posted, we already created. But I'm saying
okay.
like stuff that I wanted to save. Like if I
Mhm.
wanted a recipe, something like that, like I would save it. But
See, that's the thing. That's the thing I was scared about because I get almost all my recipes from TikTok. Like outside of what I call my grandma on, like TikTok is where I go.
travel tips.
Yes,
like, I'm trying
I
to
have
get
like
a
these
discount.
folders. I'm like all my recipes in this folder, but I'm like I cannot export all these videos. 'Cause I be having a lot of recipes saved, so I'm
Yeah.
like, you
But
know
I
what? If
feel
it's gone, it's gone. But I'm glad it's not.
it really wasn't gone.
No,
It
it
I
was
like
wonder what is the like it all feels like
a tactic,
a ploy. Like why
something.
they went the whole like last year, okay, it's gonna be banned at the start of next year, da 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 da. Then you get the message. Then they're like, actually, thank you, Trump. It's not over.
Well,
we're
that is-
back.
That
We're
is
back
what they.
and we're
That's
up
the
and
play that they.
running.
That's
Yeah,
the play
that-
that they wanted.
they
They
was-
wanted it to be like this
But
big
he's
ice
the
age.
one who wanted it to be banned in the first place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been seeing that.
But
too.
then when you use a tactic like, oh, I saved it, and then the younger people voted for me, which I know we don't want to get to.
in
but
2028,
Yeah.
the kids that are the people that are on TikTok are going to be the ones that are voting. But that's the crazy part.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I feel like it's a bigger scheme to it all. Like we have X, we have TikTok, we got the changes to Facebook, Meta, all that stuff. So it's like social media as a whole in general is just I don't know if I should trust it.
I'm about to say, I'm predicting for the next couple of years. I don't really know where we're gonna.
Yeah, like social
That's-
media is like it's not real. Like
'Cause I
nothing
feel like
is real.
Twitter that kind of shifted this year, well, last year during the whole like election thing. So I'm like,
Mhm.
it's gonna be interesting to see, to say the least.
And like before TikTok was done, there was like that app Red Note.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Oh,
I
yeah.
saw people being on. Bro, my
I wanted to
stepdad
say
was
something,
like, my stepdad was like, oh, I'm about to download it and learn Mandarin. I'm like, first of all, my stepdad doesn't have any social media. Like, he's never been a social media guy.
Oh, he didn't
I
have
was like,
TikTok before?
no, he never had TikTok. He
No.
never had Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Mhm.
He's one of those old heads that's like, my friends are in person. I don't need people to know my business. Da 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 da. I'm like, so the first social media app you ever download on your phone is this random ass
Yeah.
app.
Red note.
Like what? That you
That
can't
sounds-
even read shit on it.
So is it like a blog? Like
It's
blog
like a TikTok, Twitter
Mhm.
combination. I don't know. I didn't download it. I just saw everyone like, oh, this is a new app. But I'm like, it's just like when people were like, oh, we're about to go on to Blue Sky.
Mhm. Are y'all ever like skeptical like whenever like these new like I'm gonna call them like a spin-off app because most of them are like such and such like threads like
Yeah.
do you
Well, that's why I never got on TikTok like during the pandemic. I was like, oh, it's just another BS like app that's trying to track me.
Yeah.
I don't like that about those like Blue Sky and then like the Red Note, those things. I'm just like, okay, like why? Where was you at?
Exactly.
And then it's like the terms and stuff too. Like, what are we signing up for?
I don't want to get
what are
too
we agreeing
many.
to?
And
But I
don't wanna
mean,
get
no
too
one
many.
knows.
Like, I feel like when you have too many social media platforms, like it's hard to, keep up, keep track.
Yeah.
Like, you got to keep up your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, that's been interesting, but I'm glad TikTok is back up and running, to say the least.
I'm glad because we have to go up.
But no, with all the chaos with TikTok, I know there's been a song that's been taken over. So, how y'all feel about this new Gelo soundtrack?
I'm not gonna lie. When I first heard the video where he previewed in the car, everybody in the comments was like, like, why he wasting his money? Da, 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 he better go overseas. And I remember quoting it. I was like, wait, there's something about it that I like.
I don't
like,
even know what it is.
It reminded me of like Big Timers.
Yeah.
It reminded me like Big Timers, Hot Boys. Like, I don't know. I like the feel, like it's hitting.
I don't even. Yeah.
I heard someone, they like showed the video to their dad, and it was like, who is this? And the dad was like, Nelly. Like,
Nelly.
It does sound like some early 2000s.
Yeah,
like
that country grammar.
2005,
Yeah.
for real.
I like it, and it's so crazy how he was able to create like a old like New Orleans like Southern style, given that he's from California.
Yeah.
In the rich part of California.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know, whoever was in the studio with him when he made that.
No, they did.
They did that.
Yeah.
They were saying that like Lonzo was like in the writing credits or something.
They were saying that, but then he came back and was like, no, that's all him. So
okay.
Whoever did it, I'm like, it's. And then he even previewed like another song. I don't know if y'all saw that, but he like previewed another song, and I was like, it sounded pretty good too.
Yeah.
On the same stream?
Oh no, it was like in a
another-
locker room.
It sounded like a twerk like type of song. Yeah.
It was pretty good.
He performed it at the
Lions,
Detroit Lions game.
Yeah.
They had
But
him?
that's another
I did not know that.
that's like another conversation of how like new artists who like blow up, they get thrust into like super big like
platforms
Rolling
quickly.
Loud. Like you're performing at the divisional NFL game.
They want you
like 2 weeks after your song blows
because
up.
they just want him to keep going. Like
Mhm.
how many views or how many streams did they get?
They
did
said
he
it was
get,
like the
in the
like
first
ninth.
live?
It was like the 12th. Like it was like the top 20th like most streamed song
out of
at one
everybody who
point.
done
yeah.
dropped the album
Oh my
recently, he already done topped in my rating.
Yeah, it was the numbers was going up for that
real.
song.
I'm not surprised though, cause the way how it was everywhere, like people were making like compilation videos, like, oh, I'm in the 2000 with
Yeah, for
4X
real.
t-shirts on.
They on the ground doing basketball tricks.
Even
real.
the Drewski video that he did with like the 4X t-shirt,
Oh,
they like
yeah.
put it to that song. I was like, yeah.
Nah, but I like it though. Little nice summer hit. Gotta
Yeah,
play it back in the
something fresh.
summer.
Like everything sounds the same. Like
Yeah.
the same features, the same feel, the same vibe. So I'm like, I don't know, maybe people will follow in his footsteps. I guess he signed like
Yeah.
I don't know if they
I think it's with UMG.
probably some type of
That
like
would do, yeah.
single, like I don't think they gave him like a real like
Mhm.
He get to keep.
long-term
He has his
deal.
own ownership.
Yeah.
and he
Yeah.
get to do his own.
Probably like
But they could-
distribution.
record label.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool. Like it's
That's
a
interesting,
comeback,
though. Yeah.
comeback story of the year for real. Like,
Yeah. And that's
because you gonna
interesting.
make it in one place, you gonna make it somewhere else, and that's really good. Like for real,
Yeah.
just like use your talents. I mean, even if it's just one song. For
But
real.
that's
Yeah.
what they be
It's
saying,
one
that
Mm.
NBA dudes be wanting to be rappers and
They do.
rappers be wanting to
be
be
NBA
athletes.
for
Yeah.
real. But only the NBA players can turn to the rapper.
Did it?
Yeah. Well, Master
Did
P.
it? What's his name? Was it Miles Bridges? Was it him that was making music?
No, he
too?
does.
It was somebody
He has,
else
like, a
in the
different
NBA.
song.
Yeah.
And Damian Lillard.
Yeah.
Jalen Brown did.
I forgot about Damian Lillard.
Oh yeah, he sure did.
Yeah.
He was like on some
was
fake
serious.
J. Cole timing though.
But his freestyles used to be fire though. That he used to do after like the games and stuff and on the planes. No, they were pretty good. I don't know if y'all seen them or if y'all like them. It don't sound like y'all do.
No, I heard one of the songs. It gave me like basketball J. Cole vibe. Like he was trying to be on some real like lyrical shit. I was like, oh okay.
Yeah. He's not bad though. He's not bad at all. But
we'll take a listen.
Yeah. I think it's interesting, like, talking about Gelo, just to have, like, 3 brothers. Like, I don't know if y'all used to watch, like, their show and stuff. But I did. And I'm just, like, it's crazy to see them going from, like, everyone trying to make the league. And now, like, okay, 2 brothers are in the league. And then you have this one that sounds like a record label 2 weeks after, like, dropping.
That's all that LeVar wants. He wants them to be successful. He wants that last name. I mean, it's ball. I mean, it's catchy. Like they're going places.
And they're doing
real.
Yeah.
Like,
big baller brand.
Big baller brand. Like BBB.
And it was crazy back then the way he was talking, but now you look at it, you like.
Exactly. Like it makes sense now.
Yeah.
Sure. Like it makes sense. Like
you
he definitely did exactly what he needed to do when it came to like family business for sure. Like, did y'all see the Hornets singing it in their locker room?
Yeah. Everybody has.
Everyone was singing. Bro, they be memeing people into stardom.
Because they had like Detroit after their like huddle. They was like, put on that Gelo. Like, what?
They said he not in the NBA, but he's still in the NBA.
Right?
Yeah,
like,
I heard it when I was out on Thursday. And like everyone was actually like, whoa, like singing the songs. I was like, okay.
Right.
Wait, I seen a video. I forgot. Well, no, it was your video.
Yeah.
Your video when everyone, like, everyone trying to sing the lyrics, but like all you heard was whoa, whoa, whoa. It's catchy though. I like it, but definitely I'm gonna catch that whoa.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear it out though.
Yeah,
especially during the summertime. Like,
yeah, it's gonna be a bop.
Yeah,
it reminds me of that one Juvenile song where he's like, "A whoa day, what's up?" You never heard "Set It Off" by Juvenile?
Yeah, I have. I don't.
That song?
I don't really know that.
Oh, that's what it reminds me of when he's does like the whoa. It's like that. Yeah.
He got one. He got one.
Look, he got to make another one,
right?
So he can have something else to play at, perform at.
Right. I'm telling you, that second one, they might drop that one this summer. That one might be a hit. I ain't gonna say a hit. It might be a hot song. Tweaker coming out, and you know that being Kai, there has been some other news in hip hop with the whole Drake lawsuit against UMG for like defamation and streamers being able to stream without being copywritten. So, what do y'all think about that? How does this shift the industry?
I feel like Drake is throwing a tantrum right now, and you can you get that feeling going through the lawsuit where he's like quoting different tweets of people like saying shit about him on Twitter and on YouTube. So I can definitely tell it impacted him, even though he had Lil Yachty go on like a world tour saying how unbothered he is from the whole thing. But like in the lawsuit, like he's saying like he really suffered like emotionally from this song. I don't think he'll win for the simple fact that it's just like defamation is something that's hard to prove. I'm interested to see where it goes for the simple fact he does highlight a bunch of different lyrics like throughout the document to present to court, which is him kind of backtracking because he was saying he doesn't think that lyrics should be used in court. So yeah, I think he's throwing a tantrum. Even him saying that UMG paid for Kendrick to be nominated for Grammys and like all this stuff, because it's just like, you were their biggest cash cow. Like, why didn't they pay for you to get some Grammys if it was that easy?
Right. I think it's interesting, especially for like rap beef, I guess, sake, because like I feel like they always have some level or some type of defamation, because like you can't prove that everything that you're paying for is true either. So it's like he said some things about Kendrick that I'm like, okay, so like are they gonna have like, you know, is he gonna sue? But I don't know, I feel like it's interesting. especially when it comes to like the streamer aspect too, like bringing that up about them like not copyrighting that. But I feel like a lot of labels have been a little bit more lenient with streamers because they're marketing also for the artists and for the label. So I don't know. I just feel like it's gonna be an interesting case, and I feel like this case compared to the other case that he had, this one has more, I think, more chances of winning than the other one, but also I think it's still gonna be hard to win against a label. But I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah, I don't know, cause it's like if we talking about like his case, like he's claiming defamation. I mean, like injury, like because they're calling him, a pedophile, like making this man look crazy. I mean, like I said that before, like in one of our episodes, like how the song in general just, I mean, it's a diss, but I can see like how it can mess with someone's character. But in general, like he's still like a global, I guess you can say, like known figure. So it's like we all know too. He ain't. I mean, he might be a pedophile, but I mean, like I
don't know.
But I'm like, we don't really know. So it's like. Or like you say, like it could be like he just throwing like a tender tantrum, but I feel like they still like I feel like the lawyer has a solid case, but they still gonna have to pull a lot more than what they just have from like the lyrics, because I mean the streamers, like that's their job. What are they supposed to do? Like they do react to everything, like so you just want to say like, oh, they copyright, okay, get them on that's it, like you're gonna get money from it, but not more so like the defamation thing. So it's like if it's about money, then okay, like he's trying to take something from, I mean, he can't take anything directly from Lamar, but he's trying to take something from somebody. So I guess like
he just wants out of the deal.
He is trying to take something from Kendrick in a sense that before he filed the first lawsuit, he did like 2 demand letters basically saying that they need to remove the song and the video off of streaming platforms. So he has a problem with the song being out, overall. So, yeah, he wants the world to forget that the song even
but it's not.
came out.
I'm about to say, you're
the
doing
case the case is making it
you're
more
known.
We're gonna know
Yeah.
that your feelings were hurt.
Right.
But, like, even him going on and saying, like, oh, like, they knowingly put out defaming material, it's like, do they know if you are or you're not saying. At the same time?
And even he put out the diss about Kendrick, and he was saying some allegations too about him. So it's like, I mean, I feel like it's both sides. Like,
this is back in the day was going crazy.
Yes, but that's why I feel like this case, like, I'm not saying he's gonna win, but if he does, like, how does this even set up the industry where it's like, you can easily just sue for defamation in the rap beef when you're both saying things that probably are not true.
It's gonna be no more dissing.
Yeah,
no more dissing.
Even rap itself is like hyperbolic.
Yes.
Like it's not. It's supposed to be outlandish, and even in their response, they were like, "We supported you in your little rap battle, so why are you trying to censor an artist from, battling you back?" Because it's like. He tried to say that like 30 million streams were like bots, but it's like 30 million compared to the fact that the song has over 1 billion streams. It's like, is it really like, why sign to a major label if they're not going to promote your music? Like that's their job. If you have a hit song, you're supposed to make sure it gets everywhere. It's just like when Doechii started getting popping, everyone's like, she's an industry plant, but it's like marketing is a part of the industry.
Right. Yeah, I feel like that's interesting. It's going to be something
He's
to
gonna
see.
Get something monetary, and that's about it.
Yeah. I doubt it.
But I'm like, I feel like when you start doing all of this, though, like, just let it go.
Yeah.
Like, just move on. Let's drop
Make
an
some
album.
music.
Let's get that P&B compilation album.
Exactly.
Like, let's get that.
Go cry about it. Make some
that P&B.
Yeah. He's so used to, like, preferential treatment where it's like someone getting the same treatment feels like this big inequality against him, or he probably feels that way. But it's like I said, if it was that easy to get Grammys and all this stuff, why did you stop submitting your work, but then you resubmitted it when Kendrick didn't submit, but you still lost to Killer Mike anyway? So, like, it's funny.
No, I feel like that's Gonna be interesting, but while we're talking about the waves of hip hop, Gelo, Drake, there's also been a lot of things going on this weekend with sports and football. So I think the last time we spoke, it was still regular season. Now we've had wild card weekend, and then the divisional rounds taking place soon. So, or yeah. So how do we feel about like the games that have taken place since?
I think the wild card in the divisional round showed that as far as quarterbacks, there's a lot of fake demons in the NFC.
Fake demons?
Yeah,
Elaborate. What does
it's
that
a lot
mean?
of fake demon quarterbacks in the NFC.
Mhm.
Jared Goff, Sam Darnold, Jordan Love. They all let us down this postseason. I mean, Stafford still looked good, and obviously Jaden Daniels looked great. But yeah, the best quarterback play I'll still say is the AFC.
Nice.
Clearly,
I think we had talked about Sam Darnold before. Like he was playing great, but it's like those last two games
he
that
was
he
seeing demons.
What
Right.
he didn't,
I'm like-
he didn't do anything. Like
he was
was
doing
seeing
so many
demons.
picks. I was like, what is going on? This is not the time to do
Do that.
this.
And it's like, even in that game, like if Justin Jefferson was like covered or like blocked, he didn't even know what to do with the
yeah.
football. Like that is crazy. And even like Brian Flores, like his defense is supposed to be good, but like the coverages he was showing Matthew Stafford, like he's a veteran quarterback.
Yeah.
You not
He's gonna yeah.
you're not tricking him with
Uh-huh.
that. So it was that. And then Justin Herbert also had
Yeah.
a bit of a stinker.
Yeah.
But I mean, they don't have any weapons. And, you know, I'll give him a slight pass, but he doesn't need to be in any like top 10, top 5
Who, Justin?
conversations anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Justin Herbert, yeah.
I feel like he has
That
an
time
arm, and everybody's
was-
like uses that.
He's
to be
like the
oh, he just needs to be-
prototypical
Yeah.
sexy white
yeah,
quarterback.
like he fits
So-
the
And he
description.
does have an arm, like nonetheless, but it's like.
That,
I'm
but
gonna
that
have
was
to
like
see
the beginning
something
of his, like the
else.
beginning, like when he first got you know
Mhm.
drafted. That's when we all was like,
Yeah.
Herbert.
No, he
But
still got an arm.
speaking
He
of
still has,
draft-
yes.
he still has an arm, but it's just like sometimes too. I think he overthrows the ball a lot. 'Cause he just be. I'm like, you ain't got them wide receivers. He actually doesn't have many good wide receivers like that. They
I
have
think
one
it's-
person on there, but he always drops the ball. I can't remember his name.
On the Chargers,
Yeah, but yeah, I
the
don't
head
know.
coach likes him a lot. He always speaks very highly of him.
Oh,
Jimmer.
yeah.
And I'm like,
I think he can be all right. I mean, I feel like he got some growing to do. They need
Yeah.
to get some more weapons.
yeah,
But
I feel
like you
if,
said, I don't think they need to. They be saying now they like, oh yeah, he up there. I'm like,
No.
he gotta show us
And
something.
there was a conversation. People was trying to say that he was better than Joe Burrow. That ends right now. It should have been ended. No, he's nowhere close to Joe
Nah.
Burrow in any metric capacity,
Yeah.
thought idea on this planet. But speaking of both of them, it makes me think about like the 2020 QB draft class because it was literally stacked. Like it was
Yeah.
him, Burrow, Jalen Hurts, Tua, Jordan Love. So like that's also
yeah.
what was in my mind like during the past like 2 weekends. That was like a really stacked QB
Yeah.
class, especially like the draft class coming up. How like people were saying like Shador might go number 1.
You got Shador.
We don't know.
Go number one.
Travis.
I don't know if he is, but people are saying like, I mean, I don't think the Giants are gonna get the first pick anymore because they won
They-
like the last like 2 games or whatever.
I think Tennessee might, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it might be Tennessee. I know Cleveland is definitely
Yeah,
gonna
Tennessee is
probably
first,
draft.
Cleveland is second.
Okay,
then the
yeah.
Giants.
Okay, yeah. I was like, I knew Cleveland was like in the top 5 at least, but yeah, that was a stacked
Tennessee.
draft class.
Ooh, Tennessee. That's an interesting team. They
They
just fired the GM. I'm like, gosh, Lee.
For who? Tennessee.
And then
'Cause
the
he-
quarterback situation too. They
Everyone just seems like they're in the NFL. Well, not like everybody, but everybody has like something that they're trying to fix, work on. They have something missing.
They're firing people. Like,
Exactly.
especially the GM. Like,
Exactly.
are you?
But he did a series of like bad moves. Like he traded, was it AJ Brown
I don't
to
think
the
this.
Eagles?
I don't think this guy did.
That
'Cause
they
he only had
it's-
been here for 1 year, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not the same GM
No, I
that they've
think
been having.
No,
Oh,
they hired
well,
him like
The last two GMs they had, then he's the one who traded Derrick Henry away. But I guess he wanted to leave. But
they just have a mess.
yeah, their last two GMs have been horrible.
Yeah. Mm.
Sam Darnold, he's only been on the Vikings for a year, right?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, he wasn't even supposed to start though. They drafted
McCarthy, but he got hurt.
he got hurt, so he was kind of thrust. But even Sam Darnold, it makes you wonder because like JJ McCarthy's going to be coming back from injury, so
Yeah,
like is he
it's-
ready to be thrust?
Yep.
So it's like, do they franchise tag Sam Darnold? Do
I
they let him? Because I know his stock.
Yeah, them last 2 weeks
Went
I still think
down.
you need to keep him. I think
Yeah.
JJ, you need to. He got to play. I don't know if he's gonna play the first games, but I feel like what Sam Darnold gave you the last 2 weeks, I'm not sure if it get worse than that. So I feel like he gotta. They should keep him because who are you gonna get that's a backup? And I don't feel like if you draft someone, I don't know what pick they have, but I don't think they're gonna get anyone that's gonna kind of be comparable and ready to go. 'Cause I feel like Sam Darnold, he can win you some games nonetheless, but maybe not them big games. But
He's
Yeah.
definitely not. Well, he's
he's gonna be a backup.
Even them having
get-
JJ McCarthy, you kind of like. It's important for like they're building their, because I think they have a lot of free agents after this season.
Right,
So
yeah.
team building, if you can build a team when your quarterback's on a rookie deal versus your quarterback making a lot of money, it's like, what do you do? But yeah,
I feel like
Jared
they're-
Goff, Sam Darnold, bad.
I was gonna say I feel like the owner's going to. He's gonna keep everybody, even though he doesn't have like places, to keep them. But
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you have the talent in the vault, you can play around with them.
Yeah.
So
I feel
But-
like having at least a solid quarterback like Sam Darnold. I'm not saying he's the best, but I mean he won them a pretty good amount of games.
like, yeah.
Like, he didn't get him over the hump, but
he had one good year.
But yeah,
it'd be hard to. Anyways.
you have
Who was
to
he with
consider
before?
because they have a lot of players on defense that are gonna be free agents. Like you can't
Oh, they gonna have to pay.
pay.
them.
Yeah, you can't pay every. I mean, I'll take
Exactly.
anybody they can
Yeah.
spare.
so they gonna have to
Um,
pay them.
Yeah, so I wonder what they'll do. And even with like the Lions, they're gonna they lost Ben Johnson because he
Mhm.
signed with the Bears.
And they're probably gonna lose
Aaron
is it Adrian
Glenn.
Glenn?
Oh.
Or
Yeah, Aaron
It's
Glenn.
so many
Yeah.
moving.
So he's probably
components.
they're gonna promote from within or like
Mhm.
bring somebody in,
yeah, I
but
think they said they were gonna promote either like Scotty Montgomery. He's their running back coach, I think. So.
and then you also have to think about Jared Goff got like a big fat contract. So how do you move forward like with that?
'Cause they have a lot of pieces on offense. I don't know what their deals look like, but they got a lot of good pieces. And I'm like, when that time comes,
And on
woohoo.
defense, and people were
Yeah.
hurt too. So
'Cause they got Aiden Hutchinson.
hmm
I think Terrion Arnold, he's like their rookie, but they
and the Lions and even the Ravens to a lesser degree are like the textbook example when people be like, "Oh, like you'll be back next year." The only people that's gonna be back next year is the Chiefs.
Yeah.
That's the only
Exactly.
That's the only
People for real.
consistent
Yeah.
thing that I can even say is gonna be back.
Mm-hmm.
What y'all think about that Ravens game? I don't know if y'all caught like the last.
I did.
the
Oh
last
yeah,
bit.
I was
be-
watching intently.
Ooh-wee,
waiting
I would
for their
be
demise.
So upset
You
if I was a
know-
Ravens fan, coach, player, anybody in Baltimore
Yeah.
because 2-point conversion and then drop the pass.
Yeah, and to drive the ball
Wow.
down the field, I was like, oh, this about to be the perfect comeback. About to go to overtime. Like,
Ravens
But
would have won in
even-
overtime.
But even you
Ravens-
don't know because if
you
you
only
would
get
have
one-
caught, if you would have caught it, they still had like a minute 35 to go. Like they're, I'm not gonna say it's 100%, but I have a feeling that the Bills could have at least gotten to field
Field
goal
goal.
range in
Yeah.
that amount of time.
The way they couldn't stop the run on Buffalo, so I wouldn't be surprised. If Josh Allen was running, I'm like,
and
That's what he do,
he was
though.
going
And
crazy.
Hook was too.
He gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the type of person like he is. Like, I don't know, I think it was. I don't know
But
if
they
it was
should have
after
known they were
press
scheming
conference.
though, because I'm like, Cook has been running crazy the last couple of weeks. So I'm like, what? Every single time, like they act like they don't know which like he's
Mhm.
running.
Yeah, but I mean, another thing is like Mark Andrews did like fuck up, but the fact that the Bills were playing from ahead the entire game because of like, Lamar, even though they didn't immediately score off his interception, they still got more like time of possession. So like the fumble, the interception, they were up by 11. So like they really didn't have to take any risks. Like Josh Allen didn't have to throw like too far downfield and get an interception because
No, that's what I-
he is good for one.
Yeah.
So like
That's
they
what I'm
were
saying.
able
Let's
to
play
take care of
safe,
they
yeah.
were able to take care of the ball a little bit more. Even though I would have wanted for their coach to be a little bit more aggressive, like because the Ravens was coming back
No,
and
they
they were
were.
playing
For
really
sure.
conservative towards the end. So
Yeah.
I'm happy they're out. Ain't no next year.
Josh Allen is about to be the MVP.
It's cooked.
The races.
My Bengals need to get it together for
Girl.
next season.
Y'all gonna pay T. Higgins?
I mean, we have enough cap space to do it. Like, if we, get rid of cut some pieces off of defense, like we'll have a good amount of cap space. And I don't even think they even got to the point where they have to make Joe restructure or not. But we have the cap space to do it. I hope we re-sign Gesicki. If they don't, everyone in Baltimore is like, oh, we want to get rid of Mark Andrews. I mean,
Oh, Gesicki's y'all.
our tight end.
It's pretty good though.
Listen, if we can't get him in the Ravens saying get rid of Mark Andrews, if he's cheap, I'll take him.
I'll take it.
I don't think the Ravens should get rid of him though.
Mhm.
They probably
People are
will.
I
saying
know
they
people are
want
saying,
to.
yeah.
Yeah, they'll probably. I don't know what his contract is, but they're not gonna cut him or
No.
anything.
They can restructure it if anything,
Mm-hmm.
but I wouldn't cut him because tight end play. I mean, he's solid when he's solid.
But
He had a bad game, but
speaking of Ravens, Bengals, our fellow AFC North Steelers, they got blown out by the Ravens.
Ooh, gosh.
And I saw that the before the Bears hired Ben Johnson, they tried to interview Mike Tomlin, but the Steelers was like, fuck
Yeah,
no. So it seems like I think he has a no trade clause too. So he's definitely coming back. How do you feel about that?
I don't know with this team. I just feel like we always say we have a winning record under Mike Tomlin, and we do. But I'm like, when is that just not gonna be enough? Like, we cannot make it to the second round. Like, we're not doing anything, and I feel like they're in a weird space now. Cause okay, you have Justin Fields, you have Russell Wilson. What are you doing there? And they still sound like they're not committed to Justin Fields, which I'm a little confused. Cause if you're not committed to him, then what are we doing? Like, are you
Somebody going.
are you thinking you're gonna sign anyone? And I don't think there's really gonna be any veteran quarterbacks that I would want them to get. Like we've seen that play at Aaron Rodgers. No, we've seen the Russell Wilson. He did good when he was
Russ
good,
wasn't
but
that bad.
he wasn't. But the last couple of games, I just felt like they were too stagnant, and I'm like,
Yeah, the scheme wasn't good.
no, it wasn't.
Yeah.
And I feel like too, their wide receivers, they probably gonna need some help on that end because George Pickens, he all right when he all right, when he ain't. So, and I feel like there's some stuff probably going on in the locker room with him too. So I'm like, I like him when he's good, but I don't know if that's gonna continue. So I don't know. I feel like they have a lot of things to figure out, and honestly, I just don't know what to say no more about them.
Yeah, the
Like,
Steelers messed
We
up.
in a weird place because I mean,
Y'all know where it plays.
They messed up because they kept Ben Roethlisberger for too long.
Yep.
Because they were never bad enough to draft a good quarterback or good players.
Yeah.
Period. 'Cause
Yeah.
you're always above 500.
yeah.
But I think it's so crazy how, like, all things considered, not to bring up the Bengals again, but like
Oh,
after the season we had, y'all only finished one game ahead of us.
yeah.
He had to put that there. Only one game. Like,
but
you're
isn't
not
that? But isn't
That's because
that
we started
crazy?
playing downhill, though.
But isn't that crazy though?
Yeah.
Like we started 4-8, and we was only one game back from them.
So I say started playing downhill. Came in, we was like, okay, we doing pretty good, and they just started losing games.
I find everything's a money game too. Like, even like the best team or the team that has the most money ain't the best team. Like, I feel like
Wait, who's the Cowboys? Yeah.
they gonna
They
always
in
be
a
the
weird
richest.
place.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
They didn't let the coach interview for the job, so we're thinking they're gonna keep the coach. Then they fire the coach. Like, are y'all serious?
Or mutually part ways. Let's give him a little
yeah,
grace.
mutually.
they don't want to pay him.
But
That's
that's-
why it's a mutually part way.
Yeah, they were saying too with their backup quarterback that they he was supposed to earn a bonus if he played the last
Cooper
game.
Rush.
Yeah, and then they just set him like.
Oh, but they're the NFL, their coaches or GMs, whatever. They're
No,
the
they don't
majority
play,
of
but
them
that's
doing
they can do what
that.
they want. Exactly.
Yeah.
They said, "Oh, you want to play with the big dogs? This is a big dog. You do it. I
Mhm.
He was
say,
getting
not with the coach.
250.
Like, for real.
Yeah.
For real.
No, there's a lot of coaching issues in the NFL. Who are the Raiders gonna hire?
Yeah.
The Bears got Ben Johnson, so the Raiders aren't gonna get him.
And I don't even know if people. I haven't really seen a lot of people I guess high or
interview.
front runners for them.
Mhm.
Especially
Where
like
are
the
they
good
pulling
coaches.
these? Where are they pulling these coaches from? I mean,
It's
some
all
from
around the
in-house.
league,
Yeah, some
yeah.
are from in-house, but like,
Or they be from different coaching trees, like Belichick, whatever. They
like
be
Shanahan
shuffling
or
them, or yeah,
Yeah.
Shanahan.
Mhm.
They be shuffling
Raiders,
them
they
all
really do.
around.
And I'm like, how do you
Raiders
think
is
this is gonna
gonna-
be a fit though with some people? But
Right, and the Raiders is gonna be interesting because I think they got rid of their GM as well. They're looking for a coach, and then you have Tom Brady helping, but they also said Tom Brady is broadcasting too. So they're like, is that a conflict of interest?
Well, they said that he just can't be too critical, basically, while he's broadcasting,
yeah,
which
hmm.
is the point of being a broadcaster.
exactly. That's
But
what I said.
even
It's
when he was calling, the Lions game, he was doing it really good though.
Mhm.
So
no, he's got better.
yeah, he was. I think they had him doing too many Cowboy games, so he was
Mhm.
kind of
Yeah.
but he was doing really good for that game. Speaking of Tom Brady and coaching, how do you feel about the Patriots
Oh,
getting
the Patriots.
Big Mike Vrabel?
Not Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Yeah, he came from the Rams, right?
He
was
was
with the Titans.
consulting
Oh.
for
I
Cleveland,
think so, yeah.
Cleveland.
Mhm.
And he was the
but he was the Titans coach for a minute.
I don't even know, because it's like the Patriots in general just have to be honest about the remnants of Bill Belichick. You cannot just keep putting people in the position of being the Patriots coach when the Patriots aren't the Patriots anymore.
Mhm.
So it's Mayo he was only there for a year, so kind of he really didn't have enough time. But then again, it's kind of I feel like when they hire him, I was like, they just put a black man in just so they can just say
Oh,
they
so you
had.
thought it was a placeholder?
Yeah, I didn't
Nah,
really.
he
I didn't.
was a DEI hire.
Girl,
And the way how they framed it, I can see it. 'Cause it was
Yeah.
oh yeah.
and then I feel after the streak, after the 6 games of us losing, Bill Belichick, I'm not Bill Belichick, Kraft was already thinking about letting him go. So it's it was already thought about.
Mhm.
So I already know that Mike was already thought about.
Yeah, I don't even know. Well, I guess the Rooney Rule, so they have to pretend
Yeah,
they interviewed
exactly.
him, but they wanted him the whole time.
Yeah, they wanted him the whole time. So that's why I'm they just put somebody kind of in the roles to find somebody else while they had to make up time, to find someone. So honestly, it was kind of I really didn't get to know Mayo at all, as a coach or like him as much. I do like him. I mean, he's a black man. Of course,
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
different. We
Yeah.
have a lot of changes going on with the Patriots
Right.
in general, but it's when I seen that one come, I was like, oh, okay, we might be onto something. Now we say, okay, we back to the traditional, how we are as Patriots.
New
but
England.
Because he used to play for the Patriots too, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I'm
New
like,
England.
What
Huh?
Gerard did.
I said it's New England.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's exactly. It's New England. So I'm like,
Mhm.
honestly, I just hope that we can just become back the Patriots. Like whoever the coach is, whoever they have to, draft. I mean, we have the fourth round pick this year, so it's like, do something, front office, do something.
'Cause I feel like you have a quarterback. I think so.
Yeah, he looked
I
pretty
think Drake
good.
May is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he's going to be the quarterback that we need, but I mean, like, the team itself has to continue to evolve.
Yeah.
So
Like
we
you
can't
said.
build a team when the coaches keep changing. So
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's the biggest thing too with them hiring like Gerard Mayo. Like, what I'm just a little confused on what they expected. Like,
Yeah,
did they
like-
expect him to have a winning season?
exactly,
Like,
he's gonna come in here. Oh, we about to start a winning game.
because they started. Who was the quarterback? Was it Jacob?
Yeah, Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, they started him like half the season. So I'm like, then you inserted Drake May, and I don't really know what they.
Jacoby is
wanted.
always just like a little person that
yeah.
they put in. Cause it's like he always just like a peekaboo. You see him and then
That's so.
Yeah,
real.
for real. Yeah,
For real. I'm like, that's literally how
especially for backups. Yeah, he is.
he's been on the
He-
team for a minute, and that's where you see him.
Yeah.
So it's like, we'll see in the years to come, but
Yeah, I don't know.
sigh.
That's interesting. Well, I know we don't have much longer left for the NFL season. Who are y'all picking to win? We got 4 teams left. Got the Commanders, Eagles, Chiefs. I'm missing someone. Who else?
The Bills.
The Bills. Okay,
Yeah, Bills, Chiefs, Eagles, Commanders. I'm hoping, in a perfect world, Commanders, Bills, Super Bowl.
Ooh,
Mm.
Commanders,
Hoping,
Bills, Super Bowl. I
Because
wouldn't
the,
mind seeing
the
that.
Eagles need to.
Yeah, I honestly don't want to see the Chiefs or the Eagles. for real,
Yeah, I don't
wanna
see
But I feel
them.
like one of them are guaranteed.
And I feel like, I don't know, maybe Josh Allen in the Bills
They got a little
got
bit
the
momentum.
monkey off their back this year. But then it's like the Chiefs got some type of devil, Satan.
Not for real. They have
Magic.
something
Nah,
because
they got
I don't know how
something.
they're winning.
But
like, they are.
the Bills gave them their only well, not counting the Broncos, but
Mhm.
gave them their only loss this
Mhm.
season. I feel like if they can replicate it,
I would like the Bills there.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Commanders.
I wanna
That would
see
be.
Josh.
If
Commanders
Josh
would be
there.
live. I
Bengals
think
in a
that would
Super
be-
Bowl.
that would be pretty
His
cool.
rookie year.
He's
Exactly.
live. But we said we had him. We
Yeah.
all had him for
Exactly.
rookie
That's
of
what I'm
the
saying.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having both of them would be perfect.
Yeah.
Like, it just makes
But I didn't even expect him to go this crazy. I had
Yeah.
him there, but
Exactly.
shit.
It makes our
Rookie
loss
year,
to them
right?
a little bit
little
better.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't even matter. Honestly, I wouldn't even care who won in that game. Like, it was Commanders and
The Bills.
the Bills, because I mean, like,
I think
Josh
it's a good
Allen.
story.
yeah,
Yeah.
for real, he gonna be MVP, and then
Nah, Lamar winning that.
you think so? I mean, he's
Yeah.
definitely gonna go.
Yeah,
out.
they
Mhm.
if
Wow.
if the
'Cause you can't-
if they like counted the MVP like after
Yeah.
last night's game, they probably would have maybe swayed their vote. But Lamar definitely
Gonna
winning
get it.
that.
I
Yeah,
have him running too.
he definitely winning that.
was still Jaden rookie for real, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing that matchup.
People were saying Bo Nix at one point, but
Nah, it's
not over
Jaden.
Jaden. He done
But
surpassed.
Bo Nix did like the
no, he-
Broncos have like he
they were pretty
really did
good.
turn. So in the AFC, that's what I'm saying. Like you're gonna be back. Like Bo Nix, that's another
Mhm.
AFC quarterback that you gotta watch out
Yeah.
for.
Cause he had them playing good. I think they were in the hunt.
Yeah, they made the playoffs.
Oh, they made
but,
it. Okay.
The Bills, it wasn't even
Yeah,
close.
yeah.
But no, I really need the Commanders to put the Eagles away. Like,
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jalen.
That's
like
gonna be a good
Jalen
game.
is
team didn't even-
sexy, but
Exactly. He get married now, so it don't even matter anymore. And
And what was funny too, I think about the Commanders and like Detroit game. I think it was like Armand St. Brown. He was like, "Oh yeah, they drafted Diami before me," and like he was trying to use all this poster material. And like Diami, he did his thing. I was
No, I
like, okay,
do
sir.
like that. It do be like that though.
Like I get it, use it as fuel, but shout out to him.
Yeah. No, I hope it's Bills Commanders. I mean, the Chiefs and Commanders though.
Hey,
That would be
Ew.
that would be a live game though.
them jerseys would clash.
True. But
Oh,
that
dude,
would
yeah,
be
because they probably have to wear white and.
but that would be a live game though.
It would.
But I hope the Bills can
Yeah,
put them
Bills
away.
and Commander would probably be that'd be something different. That'd be something that we hadn't
seen or
Yeah.
expected, because
Exactly.
I had the Chiefs and the
I had Chiefs and
49ers,
Eagles.
I
Mhm.
think. I don't know.
I had Chiefs and Eagles.
Okay.
Mhm.
Or close. If they
Maybe,
win,
yeah.
if they win.
Commanders and Bills for sure. Cause
Yeah, I want to see that. Or I'm really excited though for this Chiefs and Bills like
No, that's gonna be
matchup
good.
though.
for sure.
Because I feel like Josh Allen has did more with less, if that
Yeah,
makes sense.
and
He
what's
do it all.
crazy-
That's
I
what I'm
wasn't-
saying. He
And
is
what's
meant to make
crazy
it
is
happen.
before
Yeah.
the season started, I'm like, because I have a lot of friends from New York who are Jets fans. I can't even judge them, but I was saying like I'm pretty sure the Bills gonna win the division. Like I think they're gonna be the best. Everyone was like, no, they don't have enough. Da, da,
That's-
da, da. I'm like, nah, Josh Allen. Like I feel like he on a mission this year,
I said
and
the
like
door was closed.
we saw how the Jets, bro. The Jets. First of all, why did they have so many primetime games?
They thought
They were trying to make them
what
more than
could
what it
be.
Then when they got Devontae Adams, that video of Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams,
He
when
said-
they linked back up, they literally
Like,
did
When he popped back up
nothing.
in the camera.
The brothers.
Bro,
Probably
they did nothing.
He probably won 2 games since then.
I'm gonna say they did have some little highlights together.
That's
that was
actually so funny.
nostalgic, but
And then lastly, who do y'all have for the national championship game tonight? Ohio, Notre Dame?
Ohio State, OSU,
for Notre Dame.
Yeah.
OSU.
I'm gonna go with Ohio State, but
Yeah, I'm going to go with Ohio, too. I feel like they've been...
I'm
They've been
leaving
going
with
crazy.
something this season on the football front.
Please, Ohio, show up.
yeah, Ohio.
But no, yeah, it's like there's a lot of good things coming up. Football, we have the national championship game tonight, playoffs next weekend, and yeah. So, thank you again for tuning in to Three's a Charm podcast. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe at 3 Charm Podcast.
Hey.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.